As parents, we will do absolutely anything and everything to keep our kids healthy. That's why when they get sick, oh man, do we get stressed. From stuffy noses to coughs and especially fevers, our natural reaction as parents is to go straight to fight or flight, worry, and anxiety. This is natural. Stressful emotion combined with a generation or two of training that also then sends so many parents right to the doctor's office or pharmacy aisle when their kiddos get sick. You see, the biggest problem with our current healthcare system that trains us to turn to Tylenol, antibiotics, decongestants, and corticosteroids almost immediately is that while those things may help in the short term, they weaken and suppress the immune system and body in the long term. The truth is that God designed our kids to be healthy and strong right out of the gate, but they also have quite a bit of growth and development yet to go. Getting sick a few times in those first few years when the teeth are coming in or when the weather is changing can actually be a good thing that brings about some short term struggles that add up to long term gains. If you've had this internal struggle between going natural or going medical when your kids are sick, then you most definitely are not alone. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and drug free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. Each of us parents wants to always do what's right, helping our kids get through the illness and as fast as possible and avoid them in the future. To not load up on all sorts of natural health, nervous, and immune system boosting actions during an illness, but also rest assured that you're helping your child build strength, resilience, and adaptability in the long term as well. Let me tell you a quick story about Jack. Jack is finally kicking the constant cycle of sickness, and here's what mom has to say. Starting at 18 months, Jack would have breathing issues when he got sick. He has been to the ER a few times to receive breathing treatments, steroids, and oxygen, along with being prescribed an inhaler. It seemed like he would get sick often and it would last longer than normal. A common cold would linger and could escalate to needing his inhaler. As mom, as a mom, I was always worried that when I would notice him get the sniffles for fear of it turning into a respiratory illness. And if it was a respiratory illness, I felt like I was always on high alert with his coughing and breathing, needing to judge if we needed to take a trip to urgent care. It was exhausting. I had so much mom guilt with giving him his inhaler so many times. I felt stuck with options on how to help him. We would use his inhaler multiple times a day to keep his coughing controlled and his breathing normal. He would have the humidifier going all the time, and I would give him fever reducing medicine that helped with inflammation, and it felt like these things were barely keeping the symptoms at bay. When we started going to our local chiropractor, I knew that we would receive care that would help heal Jack from the inside out and have lasting results, not just band aids for deep issues. We started Jack right around the beginning of the RSV flu season, and I knew that the kids would be bringing home germs. I wanted to start working on his immune system for when he would get sick. When he did get sick, we didn't have to use his inhaler. He didn't suffer any breathing issues, his cough was hardly there, and he was over it pretty quickly. So much has changed in the short amount of time that Jack has started care. I have confidence in his body to get through illnesses quicker and without needing his inhaler. I have peace of mind, and I don't worry when I know he might be getting sick. What an awesome testimonial from Jack's mom, and I couldn't be more happy that Jack is doing well as well. So, our focus first on getting the body everything that it needs to fight off the illness and build resilience, and then second, make sure to do it in the right order and sequence. The order or sequence in which this must work is the part that very few parents and even providers are aware of is truly the secret to all of this. You can't put more complex methods of natural healing in play until the body and its central nervous system have mastered the basics or the foundation. So, adding in those supplements and detoxification protocols may be important, But they can't happen without these first four pillars being a strong foundation for the neuroimmune system to use them appropriately. So, the first pillar is have a healthy, adaptable nervous system with neurologically focused chiropractic care. Since the autonomic nervous system controls and modulates every single cell, tissue, and organ in the body, especially the immune system, the benefits of chiropractic care become incredibly far reaching. You can best understand the multiple benefits of chiropractic by looking at it through the lens of a condition called dysautonomia. This is perhaps the most confusing part of chiropractic, honestly. And how can it be so simple? Most parents are so used to the current medical system where there is a different specialist and kind of doctor for every system of the body. You have your ENT, your GI, your neurologist, etc., and none of them seem to communicate or coordinate very well together. In contrast, that's exactly why chiropractic care focuses on the nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous systems are the air traffic controller of our entire body, making a healthy nervous system the key signaling catalyst for the immune system and all else. The second pillar is sleeping well. We all know what it's like to not get enough sleep. You feel moody, easily agitated, and unfocused. Plus, little sleep takes a big toll on your physical health over time. Our bodies do some of their best work while we're sleeping, and that's as fully grown adults. Consistent poor sleep in children can contribute to digestive issues, immune system problems, focus and behavior challenges, anxiety and depression, and other health concerns. Sleep is an all important catalyst for everything else to keep the momentum in your health going. The third pillar is exercise and play. If we all think back to our childhood, it was rare to not be outside playing, moving constantly during the daylight hours. The truth is that we didn't have anything else to do. iPhones, live streaming, Nintendo Switches weren't created yet. We had to build forts to play neighborhood sports, ride bikes around the town, and climb trees. I promise this is not trying to make anyone feel older than we already are, but only to emphasize the change over the last 20-ish years of how childhood is now set up to move less. Exercise and movement aren't just good for our kids' bodies, it's good for their brain and nervous system. Research shows that the more kids move, the better they can activate brain pathways key to learning, focus, social development, and immune response. Plus, movement and exercise are massive catalysts for mood, sleep, and eating healthier foods. And the fourth pillar is eating clean, healthy foods. This is a big one and no doubt a focus of your family at some point. We like to drive this into 5 simple steps. Eat nutrient-dense foods, drink plenty of water, minimize intake of processed sugars, and avoid trans fats, the unhealthy ones, and chemicals, which are preservative, food dyes, etc. Don't get discouraged if you're not perfect. Think 80-20 balance. Consistency over the long term is more important than the one-off birthday party where natural foods go out the window or one meal here and there. Nervous system focused first. This is why we focus on the nervous system first with these 4 key pillars. They are the foundation for everything that follows. You can add in all the supplements, smoothies, herbs, and essential oils that you want, but if your child's nervous system is stressed out, they're not sleeping, not moving, and not eating clean, nothing will work near the same. The moment that your child gets sick, circle back and double down on the foundational pillars and basics here by making sure that your child gets plenty of sleep, moves, eats clean, and most especially gets adjusted an extra time or 2 in order to get the nervous system and immune system functioning at its best. All of this may seem foreign and brand new to you now that you're just starting out, but we promise that your pediatric and family neurologically focused chiropractic team here is for you, and we're here for you every step of the way to help build a stronger immune system for your family. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. So if your child is struggling with immune-related health challenges, we have resources to help you.